Now, this is a person who often takes their time, but they plan, prepare ahead. They look at the situation. This is someone who wants to get together. So they're acknowledging some things as they move along here. Yeah, it's an energy of someone showing their worth. So it's about acknowledging this. But it's an energy of someone who wants to collaborate. They want to get together. And it could start out with a work situation. Someone here ready to take a leap of faith, but this is someone reflecting on things, one last look. Now I'm going to tell you, it's what this person first sees about you, what they first recognize. What they see the first time this person and you and this person come together. So they're kind of, looking at things, assessing. What does this person see here? Yeah, Six of Cups. They see someone who's reminds them of somebody else possibly, but it's a little of this romantic, youthful, simple, something really easy. Oh my gosh. But this is what this is somebody here, and I feel this is someone going to be taking a look here, you see? And they want to go for this, but it's an energy of looking before they leap. So it's what they're recognizing, what they see in you, how they see you when you come together. Oh my gosh, yeah, Knight of Swords. They're very curious. See, they're learning something here. It's about being decisive. They see somebody, they think, this is someone who thinks somebody's adorable. You remind them of someone, and I can already see how this is playing out here, because they're really looking at it, really thinking. So they're probably in their head a little bit too. The first time you come together, what they see, what they recognize. Yeah, they definitely think that you're adorable, but there's this playful, youthful. This is someone who kind of, it's like you remind them of someone, or maybe even themselves when they were young, but this is really interesting. Yeah, this is somebody here who, oh yeah, see, there's things that they want to know. Some of the confusion, things that are hidden. This is the person who often doesn't, it's all about, there is confusion, because you can see clearing it up. They're a little bit confused here. But this is an energy, oh yeah, so this is an energy of someone here who's maybe healed, but it's somebody who's in their head, pinned down by their thoughts. It's like they want to know what you're thinking. And they can't read you. This is someone who can't read somebody. But it's like you remind them either of themselves or someone that they once knew. Yeah, they're really looking at this situation here. Tell me about this Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, see, they're kind of going, aha. See, some sort of clarity. This is someone coming up with an idea, too, how this is going to go. It's about coming together, coming with ideas to get together. But what they first recognize, what they see, the first things they see, they're definitely excited. They feel there's a lot in common. Oh yeah, truth, massive epiphany too. See, you remind them of themselves, somebody, maybe their first love or themselves. But my gosh, and they're really thinking, and they're thinking it through. They're very much in their head, but it's like they can't read you. They can't read you. Let's have a look at this. The Fool. Yeah, this is someone here. This is somebody kind of getting in their feels too. This is a person who can, I'm going to tell you, it's almost like love at first sight. There was a lot of excitement, some kind of shock here. How they suddenly felt. And I know a lot of people don't believe in love at first sight, but that's what this person is. But they kind of acted casual, rather nonchalant. They're just kind of assessing it. But it's about the things you have in common. But it's those first impressions. So someone who falls hard. It's an energy of definitely someone who's trying to be cautious and play it safe. But this is someone who's just going for it here. Yeah, all up in their feels. Yeah, someone who's just right. But this is what I like the most. They can't read you. They can't read you. That's one of the first things. This is someone who can generally kind of figure people out very quickly and assess them. But there's something that they do see. And this is, like I say, you're either like their first love, or it's like this up, but it's youthful, playful. They think you're adorable. They're just, it's like this energy that they pick up. Yeah, they're trying to manifest. See, having all the tools, the information, everything they need. So it's an energy of a little mirroring. See, you remind them of someone, probably their first love. But it's like this love at first sight. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Somebody who's kind, compassionate, caring. See, but somebody who's just adorable. Someone who cares. They can't read you, though. They can't read you. But I'm going to tell you, too, somebody who keeps all their feelings to themselves, and they're really trying. But they are going to pick up on this. They are going to pick up. They're going for it. Like they want to go for this. They see youthful, playful. Someone who reminds them of someone when they were young. And that's how they feel, too. It's like, yeah, but it's more about how they feel than how you feel, because like I say, they can't read you, and that's what they feel. They're kind of pinned down by their thoughts, thinking. And this is someone who kind of, lays in bed and kind of fantasizes about this. But it's about this clarity. See, they're looking for clarity. They're going to have this massive aha. So it's an energy of harmony and balance between the two of you. It's all about this. It's not so much fair. It's like it just kind of suddenly hits them. There's a lot of things you have in common very quickly, the things that they're going to discover. But they want to discover you. They cannot read you completely, no, but yet they feel like you're adorable. They see someone's kind, compassionate, someone who cares. Yeah, they're manifest. And I would, like I say, the mirroring. It's like you remind them of themselves or this somebody else who truly loved them at some point. Look at this happiness, this joy. So this person is going to get some clarity here, because they're all of a sudden going to have this epiphany. Like the first time you connected with this person, you see, they may have felt like a little bit of a fool, but like I say, it's all about taking this risk. They're reflecting on it, how they felt the first time they were around you. And I'm going to tell you, it was like, wow. Like I say, it's love at first sight. Someone who's just right. Like it's just, and there's so much happiness. This is somebody, anytime you may have spent with this person, they were so happy. But it's like they can't tell if you are for sure. They can't tell. But I'm going to tell you, they want to get this going. This is that mirroring. See, happiness, joy. Any time spent together. This person, it's like a being aware. See, it's an energy of this being aware. I think some of you too, you would have known. There's some things that you probably knew that you didn't say, that this person was really excited and happy, and it's just this attraction, this high vibrational energy. See, keeping it all in, they can't read you. They couldn't quite read you, but they're going to have epiphanies. Now you can flip the energy. Let's have a look at the Four of Swords. Yeah, see, it has to do with truth. See, it's energy of honesty, integrity. Someone who speaks truth, someone who's trusting their inner knowing. So I feel like some of you knew how this person felt, but you didn't kind of react. You kind of kept it all into yourself. Into me, I see. I feel like you knew. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Tell me about the Tower. Yeah, see, this is somebody who was kind of frustrated here, you see? This is someone who was kind of frustrated. There's a little bit of trust, not so sure they can trust themselves, but it's an energy of frustration. See, mixed messages, mixed signals, they can't read you. This is somebody, definitely it was love at first sight, like they're just like, wow, but you can see they're having this epiphany, this aha moment. This person may feel like you don't trust easily, like you don't trust them. It's like they knew that you didn't trust them right away. Okay, but there is this frustration. It's sort of mixed messages, mixed signals, feeling confused because you're not letting them in. You're keeping your thoughts and your feelings to yourself. But I feel like you were kind of like, feeling somewhat the same. But this is somebody who's definitely has been really thinking this through, making this choice about expressing themselves, how to say it. Tell me more about the Five of Swords. Yeah, it's an energy of reaching out. Now, maybe you're the person who reached out to this person, because there's this enlightenment. This person felt this there was some sort of spiritual connection too. Like there's just something here, but it's about whether or not you're going to reciprocate. And I think if you did, this person was shocked, but I think this person knows you didn't trust them completely, because there's this energy of like just giving just a little bit, not too much. Yeah. So someone who doesn't trust this person knew you didn't trust them, because that's their first impression. But they do see these things in common. You have this common energy, kind of mirror each other. So that's what's so interesting, this spiritual kind of connection, but they can't read your mind. It's like they're trying to. This is somebody who kind of is very good at picking up on people's vibe. Let's have a look at the Ace of Swords. Yeah, see, somebody kind of aloof, somebody very, this person was very comfortable with you. You made them feel comfortable, but you just gave a little bit. You didn't really show a whole lot about yourself because you weren't trusting them. Because it has to do with feeling safe. And this person now knows it's about feeling safe. Yeah. But I'm going to tell you, it was love at first sight for this person. So I don't know if they didn't come in right. Maybe they weren't, because it's like a little breadcrumbing energy. But it's about reciprocating. See, this is somebody who I feel got a little bit confused here. And maybe they were kind of just tossing little breadcrumbs or hints, and maybe you weren't going for it. But it has to do with, they know that you didn't trust them right away, okay? But like I say, you can flip it. Tell me about justice. See, it's about coming in right. Yeah, this is someone who sees the truth. They're going, aha. This person's wise. See, this is someone who's very good at trusting, their own intuition. They see the bigger picture, their inner knowing, but it's like they just knew. See, it's morals, values, integrity, coming in right, speaking the truth. This is someone who should have communicated clearly. So there was a bit of mixed messages here, but they know that you didn't trust them. And they may have felt that way, actually. But I really feel it's more like the feminine energy. Because they're seeing someone kind, compassionate, caring. It's like they knew that you cared, but they weren't 100% sure. Because it's like falling in love, really this beautiful, powerful connection. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. See, it's about offering the Pentacle, being solid, reliable. And there's an energy of change. Yeah. It's about just kind of going with the flow, kind of seeing what's going to happen here. They recognize that there was interest, but that you didn't trust them completely. So I feel like it's like you gave a little bit, but not too much. I do feel like you were generous. You made them comfortable. They were comfortable, but they could sense you were maybe a little uncomfortable, because the Queen of Pentacles is someone who likes to feel safe, secure. So it's about offering something. See, the tables are now turning. So interesting, but it's like there's mirroring here. There's happiness. You were both very happy to connect, but it's the little bit of trust issues, like I say, got in the way. But this person was, like I say, there was a little bit of frustration here. They were kind of frustrated, but their first impressions were that you had integrity. You were a kind, compassionate, caring person, someone who can be very generous, but not always trusting. Not always trusting. But like I say, this is someone who sees truth. There's something this person probably should have told you how they felt, maybe sooner. Maybe because of that energy, because you didn't trust them, they started to kind of, feel that way themselves. But this was absolutely love at first sight. I mean, look at this energy. See, the tables are turning, taking a leap of faith, taking a risk. This is someone this is somebody who took a risk before, and someone took advantage of them, so they don't trust. Now, like I say, the tables start to turn. Because if you don't trust them, they have a hard time trusting. So, interesting. So much mirroring. But this person thinks you were absolutely adorable, that you were cute. Oh, yeah. I mean, and it's this leap of faith, this reflecting, see? But now this is someone who has to push through that energy and push through that fear to get you to earn that trust. Or they have to earn that trust. But it's all about that playful, youthful, having fun, lively. This person thought you were fun, funny. See, it's like you gave and you were generous at times, but this is someone who recognized that you didn't trust, that you've been taken advantage of before. Yeah, but again, like I say, the tables turn, so they start to feel that way. So this is all this energy of keeping it all in, see, feeling confused. But it's about going after this. Person knows. I feel they feel maybe a little like a fool at times, a little foolish. They didn't want to just put themselves out there or just express themselves so quickly. But it was like this, like your kids again. That's what this person felt like. And I'm going to tell you, it's like you both felt that way, but it's all about not being able to trust in the mixed messages, mixed signals, acting aloof. Yeah. So it's all about taking a risk. Someone who's taken a risk and was taken advantage of. So it's about looking before they leap. See, it's about putting in effort. It's all about putting in that effort, but it's about, this person thought you were just perfect. Like there's things about you that this person, their first impressions, I'm not kidding. They felt you were honest. You had integrity. They thought you were really smart. But you're someone who spoke your mind. At times this person wasn't sure how to take you because of that. Because it's like they knew instinctively that there was some trust issues. They would have to earn your trust. Yeah, Emperor. See, putting in effort. They have to put in the effort. Yeah. And I do feel there was this a little bit of secretive energy where you weren't sharing a whole lot. And, actually, to be honest, before I contradict myself, it was them. They weren't sharing enough of themselves. Probably because of the same issues, but it's all about this coming together, doing things together, spending time. Any time you spent with this person, they were so happy. Maybe they didn't express it. See, also keeping it within. But this person knew. They knew. This is their person. So tell me about this Emperor. But yeah, it's like they couldn't read you. This is somebody who can be hard to read. And I think this person knew that you could read them. But I do see misinterpretation, mixed messages and signals. Yeah. This is someone just waiting for a sign, waiting for a signal. They were kind of waiting for you to do something here. Yeah, their pride may have gotten in the way too. See, their pride maybe got in the way a little bit. But this is somebody who actually really wanted something long term. This is an Emperor. Someone who's manifested this. See, they want this. It's a manifesting each other. But it's like both of you were very well aware of what was really happening, but it wasn't always spoken. But they really had a hard time reading you. You were like a mystery to this person at times, an absolute mystery, but it only made them want you more. So it's like this victory, Yeah. But like I say, their pride kind of got in the way. Maybe, like I say, they kind of kept that to themselves because they kind of felt, like I say, with this trust or mixed messages, mixed signals, somebody who acts like they're interested but kind of not. But I do feel like you made them feel comfortable. They see, too, that you were trying to make them feel uncomfortable, but they kind of made you uncomfortable. So you kind of pulled that off very well, if that's how you felt. But you can see that Ace of Swords, that this aha moment where they all of a sudden have this epiphany and this massive realization what they need to do about this. They need to just go for it. I do see this energy as someone maybe coming across as a little cold, very discerning, because I feel they've been taken advantage of before too, but they were kind of ready to, they kind of left that behind. But oh my gosh, this just love at first sight energy too, like so much joy. Really, they were really attracted, very high vibrational. They really were attracted to you. They so want this. So like I say, it's about going with the flow. The tables are turning. So this is someone looking at this, see, having that epiphany, reflecting on it. One last look over their shoulder. They want to have this victory. So this is a little bit of a journey here too. See, it's a journey of the heart. But it's all about not being able to read you. But they are having epiphanies. They see someone who speaks truth, though. They don't feel like you're really hiding anything. I feel they could have shared a little bit more with you, because that's probably why the trust issues were there, right? But it's about how to respond or how to reply to certain situations. But it's about earning someone's trust, putting in the effort to earn that trust, to overcome that fear, to make you feel comfortable. I feel they know they maybe at times you felt a little uncomfortable, but you really handling things in a very gracious way. Yeah, they also know, they see someone very charming, very creative, someone who works hard, someone who's dependable. They just like everything they see. They see someone that they really like what they see, like. But it's someone who should have said more. I do think they may have come across as a little cold, Yeah, very discerning person, but very intelligent. It's all about having that deep conversation. It's about going deeper, and I feel that's what didn't happen. And then I can see this energy of Four of Swords, see what you're thinking, pinned down by your thoughts. You want to know what they were thinking, and I feel some of you kind of did know what they were thinking too, and that may have, or you may have known yourself that they didn't trust you, because it does look like their swords up, and see both of you, and this is what happens. Then it's about earning that trust by speaking truth, communicating clearly, clearing things up. So if this is something where there's been an issue, there's a lot of confusion, things that are unknown, it's all about just learning. You have to learn about each other, but it's all about speaking truth and clear communication. Yeah. Tell me about this King of Swords. Yeah, see, taming the beast, trying to be confident. Self-control. They could barely control themselves. Like this person, their first impression was you were kind and generous, someone who makes people feel comfortable. They were comfortable with you right away. That's what I feel. But then again, it's how they reacted to the situation. Yeah. See, it's all about the two of you reciprocating. And this is where, see, it turns back around, coming around. This is someone coming around here. But it's about having a conversation, sharing. See, it's all about emotional intimacy, giving and receiving. See, they didn't share enough of themselves. They see you as somebody who really tried to make them feel comfortable. I feel this person kind of blames themselves here. But it has to do with that, that trying to control themselves, their thoughts too. So the things that were running around in their head at the time, they see an opportunity. They know a good thing when they see it, but it's somebody who was kind of like procrastinating a little bit about this choice. See, they know a good thing when they see it. And they were, I'm going to tell you, it is like love at first sight. When this first person's first impressions, this is one, we have things in common. You just immediately made some kind of a connection. And this happiness, joy, but I do think this person feels a little bit like a fool, because I feel like it's like they wanted you to kind of take that risk. And I feel some of you have taken risks before. And it's possible too yourself, maybe you should have just told this person, hey, I've taken a risk before and things didn't go as planned, it wasn't successful, or it's somebody chasing someone because they are too. This is another thing. So like I say, it's all about truth, integrity, but they really what you think this person was thinking. There are a few differences here, because the Seven of Cups is a person who knows a good thing. See, romanticizing, fantasizing. See, they weren't very romantic. It was like, but there was this immediate connection, and it was powerful. It was like I say, it's love at first sight. I think the both of you just knew, but I don't know why. See, that this Emperor, this keeping everything all within. They knew you were keeping things within that you didn't trust, and because of it, they didn't trust you. Or somebody feels someone's chasing them for the wrong reasons. See, this is somebody who, maybe you took a risk with this person at first. because it's what it looks like, but the tables are turning. So it's about them taking that leap of faith, them taking the chance. I feel this is someone who knows. Maybe you even told this person something pretty straight up, because they feel like you were pretty straight up. Someone who speaks their mind, just says, but for some reason there was this holding back. Yeah, there's things that definitely need to be cleared up. See, clearing up the confusion, clearing the air. Because something happened here, and I can't quite put my finger on what happened, but it all started with this love at first sight, this instant powerful attraction that they just couldn't deny. But I don't know why they came across as cold. See, and then inadvertently you start to be that way because of the confusion. See, both people end up feeling kind of confused because you're not sharing your innermost selves, but yet it was there and it was real. Yeah, see, they held back. They kept all their feelings to themselves, but they were feeling so... I mean, they should have gave you... They knew what they needed to do, but they didn't do it. They did have a really hard time reading you. Because there's this... It's about the emotional intimacy, and maybe both of you struggle with that, but it's about sharing your innermost selves, your innermost secrets. But it's the fear of sharing your innermost self and then someone taking advantage. Some of you have been through that before. And I wouldn't be surprised if them. It's like, I mean, this is a match. Tell me more about the Two of Cups. You know, see, this is how they felt. They were just like, this is someone who's usually really confident, and they're, you know, but you made them feel comfortable, but I think they know they made you uncomfortable in some way, but you really handled yourself really well. But, you know, they really think that you're adorable. I mean, they really did. It's playful. I mean, they just, any time spent, they felt like a kid. It's just like living in the moment, you know, like it's just this, they were so attracted to this energy. But you can see, I mean, they were the one originally kind of, you know, here they are falling head over heels, like right off the bat. Right off the bat. But then for some reason they just, and I don't know if they didn't trust you. I mean, for some of you, because the tables turned, maybe they didn't trust you. And it made you uncomfortable. Because when someone doesn't trust you and you're a trustworthy person who speaks straight up, has integrity, so you can look at it that way. Because that world shows the tables turn. Tell me more about this King of Wands. They're focused on this. I'm going to tell you, this person is so focused. They want to know what you're doing. You know, they want to know what you're thinking. I think they have a hard time reading you and figuring you out, like in a really big way. Because it's the Queen of Pentacles acts aloof. But it's what you're focused on or what you were thinking at that time. Yeah, see? This is all about learning about someone. Morals, values, someone with integrity. So they've learned something here. See, they've learned something. Now they know. Someone with good morals and values. But it's an energy sometimes when you really like someone, but you take a risk knowing that you kind of don't really trust them. And that's what I feel happened here. Yeah. Both of you end up feeling kind of confused. So there's this being pinned down by these thoughts. There's a lot of fantasizing and romanticizing here too, but it's somebody who didn't come across as very romantic and maybe a little cold. And that could be what happened. Yet, I don't know why this person, I mean, literally they were bowled over, head over heels. Like, I mean, love at first sight. It's like they knew, but then kind of as you spent time together, all this happiness, and then everything started to get confusing. Because you weren't sharing something. See, lifestyle history, how you were raised, all these things. There was a lack of that. There was a lack. I think this person blames themselves. Tell me about the Hierophant. Yeah, see, their cup runneth over. Like, this is their person. This is marriage material. This is what they've been wanting. And then they have it. I mean, that attraction was just over the top. Yeah, you can see too. See, even getting out in public, you know, going out, connecting. See, I feel some of you maybe had a history with this person. It's possible that you knew each other when you were young, but it just feels like playful, youthful. I mean, this is somebody who would be more than proud to introduce you to their friends and family, but maybe they decided not to. That often creates confusion and mystery, but you are a complete mystery to this person. And I feel like it's likewise. I feel it's time for a conversation. See, it's about what you're interested in. See, I feel they're talking to people. They're trying to find things out, or vice versa, but acting nonchalant. But it's all about, the clarity. See, it's about them. They have to get this going, because I feel some of you took a risk and ended up just feeling kind of confused. So this is somebody who, once someone makes them feel uncomfortable, they're not going to do it again. Yeah, if they want this to go in their favor. See, this is a feeling so lucky, so positive. This is this person. See, it's all about a whole new chapter. I definitely can see a lot of good luck. See, this person felt so lucky, so happy, so positive. I feel they kind of blew it a bit here. They kept it all in and kept it to themselves here. All those feelings. See, they didn't give you something you needed. This is what you needed, was for them to share something, or to say something, or to ask for another date. You know, if you had a date with this person and it kind of, I feel like some of you spent time. Others of you maybe not so much though. But that's what they should have done, is offered you this cup, you know, can I see you again? Or, you know, because it's about doing things together, spending time. But their first impressions were just like, wow, this is a partner. This is my person. So I don't know. I feel like, you know, they blew it a bit, but it has to do with both of you feeling left confused. Things that are unknown, things that are unsaid, and they want this to go in their favor. So it's about coming in, see, learning all this. I feel that someone has been checking you out online or talking to people, see who you're interested in, who you're invested with, who you're spending time with. But it's like this mirroring. It's like, it's just this youthful, playful. See, this is somebody who made things complicated when it could have been easy, and that's what the Six of Cups is about, you know. So it's complicating things when it could have been easy. Yeah, but look at so much happiness. See, there's that tower. See that massive epiphany, and the tables are turning. Like, it's like both of you, and it's taken a little bit of time here, I feel. But I mean, this is all hearing really good things, happy things, good news. But it's who you're invested with, who you're spending time with. They're finding things out. See, windfall of abundance, luck, timing. They want this to go in their favor, but it has to go in both people's favor. See, win-win for both of you. But this is, they kind of blew it here. Like, they didn't show that they were invested. They're more in their head thinking about what you're doing, what you're up to, all these things, but they didn't even really ask. It's like it all played out in their head, pinned down by the thoughts. But I feel like you're both thinking about each other here. And I wouldn't be surprised if this person just looks at this. They're finding something out with this sun. It's all about clarity, seeing things very clear. See, they see it clear now. And they're not very happy with themselves, but like I say, they're probably going to be coming in quite suddenly here. And you may be focused on something else here, because it's almost like you've changed your focus. And they don't know. You see, if you aren't focused on them or interested in them or what. So it's just so much confusion. Yeah. See, it's an energy of taking a little step back, trying something different. See, you're different than the usual type. You're not chasing after them, I feel. Because I feel some of you, I feel like it's the feminine here who may have kind of reached out to this person. I don't know, maybe they were at work or it's come into each other's workplace. But their first impression was, wow. And they have been holding on to that too. A whole new chapter, feeling lucky, timing. This person's just kind of preparing. See, it's an energy of preparing. See, I feel the tables are turned. They weren't prepared to feel the way they did. Now they're coming towards you, and you're going to feel that way. So it's giving you a heads up with the Queen of Pentacles right off the get-go to prepare for this. Because you are going to be so shocked what this person has to tell you. They're just going to express themselves like, and I do think it's going to make you happy. But it's going to be sudden. Yeah, they're just going to come in and ask you out. So it's about being more romantic or just sharing more emotional intimacy. See, it's about getting closer, being a little more intimate. Because it's like you spent time together. It was fun, playful, kidding around. I see a lot of wit and charm. And I mean, yeah. Take care, everyone. Prepare yourself, and we'll see you soon.